Good evening, everyone. I want to welcome you all to this channel. Please, let's continue ascending. Let's continue growing, knowing the truth, knowing better, because God really wants us to walk in truth. Because it's the truth, it's the way, it's the life. That is Jesus Christ, the one who had to pay our debts, which we couldn't pay. So the first message which I got, it was from Psalms. Psalms is saying that. Holy Spirit, Jesus. Father, where is it? Yeah, no, I found it. I found it in Psalms 33. It is saying, "For the word of the Lord is right and true. He is faithful in all he does. The Lord loves righteousness and justice. The earth is full of his unfailing love." You see? And then he had to give me another one before this one. He was speaking like he provided redemption for his people. He ordained his covenant. Forever holy and awesome is his name. He had to provide redemption, our salvation, so that we can be saved, so that we can be renewed, so that we can walk in this journey, in this path of truth. You see, in this path of truth. Because for you to walk in this path of truth, there are some processes which you need to go through. You understand? So this message which I'm about to to give here, please, me, I'm just a messenger. I have to obey the instructions which I've been given. I've been given this message few months way back. But the thing is that I was like delaying. So 3 days ago, he had to drop it again in my spirit. And he was like, "This time I want you to be serious. I gave you this, but you didn't want to share. Now I'm giving you again." He's saying that he's not going to ask for your permission for him to remove you from that path which you think that is where you belong. He doesn't need your permission. He doesn't need your permission at all. So I had to write this message down. Oh, it was very long. And it is very long. I had to write it down. So in this message, he was speaking to me about idols. When he gave that command, "Love no other God, but only him. Don't bow down to any other gods, but only him. He's the only one. You have only one God. You have only one God." So the way he was speaking to me, he was saying that your identity is in Jesus Christ. Your identity is found in Jesus Christ. They can't identify who you are, but only God can identify you, can give you that badge. You see, only God can give you that badge. So the way he was giving me this message, he was like, "Love no other God than me." He was speaking about spiritual blindness, like where you are. Where you are. Whoever is listening to this message, you already know where I'm heading. You already know what I'm speaking about. Because for me to be here, he didn't need my permission. He didn't need my permission. He spoke to me about this, and he had to show me what was taking place, what exactly is going on. That's why he had to remove me from the matrix. That's why He had to cut me from the system, so that I'll be able to see and understand what exactly is happening. Now you might not understand, but I told you again, He doesn't need your permission. He doesn't need your permission. He's not going to ask for your permission, because He's the one who created you. And He's the one who knows you. What is your mission? What is your purpose? You see. Gifted people, spiritual children. This is what I'm speaking about. He doesn't need your permission to change you to walk in His way. So, He was saying, walk in light. Walk in light. So let me read this message. Jesus said, for judgment I have come into this world, so that the blind will see, and those who see will come blind. You see. My sheep listens to my voice. I know them and they follow me. I give them eternal life and they shall never perish. You shall never perish as long you have Him in your life. You always win. You always find your way to your true identity. Your true identity. Because now the way you are living now, you are lying to yourself. That is not who you are. You haven't found yourself. You are still in the journey of discovery. Discovering who you are. Yeah, me, I'm just happy. Don't mind me. I'm just happy. So, no one will snatch them out of my hand. My Father who has given them to me is greater than all. No one can snatch them out of my hand, out of my Father's hand. I and the Father, one on one. God is, okay, let me read this again. I and the Father, we are one. So Jesus was trying to say that Him and God, they are one. That's why He had to come down here as a human being, in a human form. No one knew that Jesus was a spirit. Jesus was a spirit. But He had to come in a human form. He had to come in a human form. But the thing is that they judged Him before He even started the work. They saw Him as a threat before He even started the work. Because He was irritating the demons. Each way in them. Because of what He was holding. What He had. He was not of the world. Yes, He was in the world, but He was not from the world. You see. This message is deep. I don't know who am I speaking with. But this message is for you. Change your ways. Change your ways while there's still time. Change your ways while there's still time. So the way He gave me, I'm going to give it exactly the way it is, the way I was given. God is the giver of everything. In this journey of faith, there is no ancestors. Cut that out. If you want to find the truth, you'll find it here. I'm just a messenger. I have to obey. I have to obey. In this journey, there's no ancestors. You don't have that. Spiritual children. You don't have that. You only have one God, and that is Him, the Most High, the one who is calling you to your true identity. To your true identity. So in this journey of faith, there is no ancestors. Also, God is saying He doesn't need your permission to change. When it is time for you to remove the veil and know the truth, it will just happen. So me releasing this message, this is the time now for you to remove that spiritual blindness. Remove the veil. See the truth. Understand. You are not worshiping God. You are not worshiping God. Please, I want you to pay attention to this. This is a warning to someone. This is a warning, a deep warning. I'm saying deep warning. This is a warning. Please listen. Listen. So he's saying it doesn't need your time. This is the moment for you to remove the veil. This is the moment. He's saying don't be like children of Israel. Don't be like children of Israel who couldn't listen, who were not satisfied. They did not understand and appreciate the light which God was leading them to. They started creating their own gods. Who doesn't talk? Those are idols. They don't talk. They don't speak. They don't speak because they're not from God. When he gave Moses those commands, you should obey them and abide with it. Abide with it. If you still want God to be your friend, abide with his commands. He didn't just give Moses those commands, those laws, just for it to go in vain. God needs children home, all of them. You don't have any ancestors. There's nothing like that. There's nothing like that. The reason God's getting angry about this is because you are giving your attention to the things which he said no. He rebuked a long time ago. He said no. But you keep bringing it back. You keep on following the same pattern. That's why he's saying no. You don't have ancestors, only him. For him to do this, he doesn't need your permission. This is a warning for someone. This is a warning for someone. He doesn't need your permission for him to do that. Doesn't need it. So he's saying, he's changing people bit by bit. He's fighting for his children so they can see his glory. He's fighting for you so that you can see his glory. Like Paul was fighting the church. Paul was fighting children. But what did God do? What did he do? He had to change him. He had to change him. He knew what can draw him closer to God. He had to make him blind so that the old would come out and the new came in. You see? So, he's fighting for us to see his glory and connecting with the reason why he get you. You are. Your gifts, they are recognized in heaven, not here on earth. Your gifts, they are recognized in heaven, not here on earth. Not here on earth. Not here on earth. Only recognized in heaven. So he's saying enough. I've given you enough time. Thinking maybe you will change, but it's like you don't want. You continue praising things where I am not. He's saying I didn't give you those gifts to waste. You don't have any ancestors. I didn't give you those gifts to waste them worshipping things which I rebuked a long time ago. Down to things which I rebuked a long time ago. You don't have that. You don't have that. He gave you these gifts to use it for his own good. For his will. Not your will. For his will. For his will. Because remember, he's the giver. He can even take it away if he wants. He's the giver of everything. There's a reason why he gave you those gifts. There's a reason why he had to wake you up to know that you're spiritually gifted. There's a reason why. So the thing is that when you found out that you're a spiritual person, and then you were like, I dreamt of this, I dreamt of beads and what, don't rush to that. That is not from God. I wish I can reveal what God showed me about this beads, about this ancestral thing. Hey, to me it was water. I don't want to lie. I don't want to lie. This is the honest truth I'm speaking. I'm standing on his holy ground, and I'm speaking this whole truth. He showed me horror. He showed me horror. That is the honest truth. I had to run away. I was like, Father, me and you, I'm going to hold you so tight, more than anything. Because I don't want to lose you. I don't want to lose this glory. This place I am, it's a place of peace. I don't worry about anything. It was water, So everything which he was showing me about this, there was this friend of mine, when he told me that morning, like, I woke up, and then I used to wake him up every day in the morning when this thing started. And then this other day, he told me that, V, I'm facing my own demons. Because he was also doing his spiritual work also. He was also in a spiritual journey. That is when God had to awaken me, to make me to wake up to see what was taking place where I was standing. I was like, I thanked him. Have you ever thanked God, like, for showing you what is happening? People are blinded. You are blinded out there. You are blinded, especially spiritual children. You are blinded. That is the honest truth. Me, I want to stand with the truth. You are blinded. That is not how it is. There's no ancestral calling. There's nothing like that. It's God only who can call you and work in his field. It's only God who can call you and work in his field. There are many positions in his field. He wants you to awaken to your true identity. So let me finish. So he was speaking to me that in this journey there's no sangoma. There's no witch doctor. There's no nganga. All these things. There's nothing like that. There's nothing like that. There's no people. There is no... These things which you ban, you say we are connecting with the spiritual realm. There's nothing like that. There's nothing like that. That is the honest truth. You're binding yourself. You're binding yourself. To the extent that some of the spiritual children, like, they are being manipulated. That is not your path. That is not your path. Start knowing there's only two paths. You decide where you want to go. You decide where you want to go. That is when we speak about the narrow gates and wide is the gate. I'm giving you clarity. I'm giving you clarity. I am doing what? I'm giving you clarity. So it's in your hands to choose. He said he doesn't need your permission when it comes to this. So you're saying that those things doesn't exist. It doesn't exist. That is the spirit of the world. Allow the spirit of the one who created you to lead you. Yes, you are not the first or the last to walk in this journey. Yes, God gifted them these gifts of healing and seeing things before they even happen. Yes, those ones who had those gifts before in your family, your grandmothers, your grandfathers, God gave them those gifts. They were playing their role. They were in their mission. So now this is your mission. It's your part now. You didn't inherit from them. God created you with it already. You came alone, you go alone. Once you start knowing this, you came alone, you go alone. He's waiting for you. In that day, you'll be waiting for you. And he'll be asking you, when you were down there, I had to send you down there. What did you bring? You have to find something to tell him. Walk in your true mission. Find your true identity. So that when that day you and him will be facing, you'll be able to answer. He gave them these gifts for a reason. Because they were walking in their own path. You understand? If you want to understand about human nature, go to 1 Corinthians 15 and read all of it. You understand. You understand that this is your fight. This is your fight. It's calling you to stand in your real identity, true identity. You can't find that person outside, but you can only find that person within you. Inside, that person is inside. You are locking that person inside. You doesn't want that person to come out. Use those gifts for his will, for his purpose. Not the purpose of the world. I told you your gifts, they are not recognized in this earth. They are recognized in heaven. They don't even see them down here. To them, it doesn't even matter. They don't value them. But to God, God values what he gave you because he knows what it is going to bring. Healing, change, light. That is when we speak about light workers. That is when we speak about light workers. That is when we speak about light workers. Don't shoot me. I'm just a message. I'm just delivering what they gave me. God gave me this. So I have to deliver it. I have to deliver it with so much happiness and gratitude. Because he needs to save his children from the hands of the devil. That is what I can tell you. He needs to deliver his children from the hands of the devil. From the hands of the devil. He didn't give you that salvation for you to waste it. He didn't save you just for you to waste it and call yourself that I'm a sangoma, I'm a nganga, I'm a what. It doesn't exist in his presence. When you go to heaven, you will not go with this. You will leave it down here. That's what it is for here. Down here. You understand? You know the way I found about this? That is when he placed me in a place where they told me that there is no God. Me, I couldn't believe because I was like, Father, am I dreaming? What exactly? Me, I've been praying. But he was like, calm down and watch. I want you to learn something from this. Calm down and watch. So that you will tell them. So that they will know what I am speaking about now. When they were telling me that there's no God here, I prayed and I cried, and they were telling me that God doesn't even exist here, and he can't even hear you. But God answered me and said, don't be afraid, I have you. I got you, are here in my palm. Watch. Watch. Those people, they see that they have gifts, they have ancestral gift, ancestral calling. To him, it doesn't exist, Baba. Mama, it doesn't exist. Sister, it doesn't exist. It doesn't exist at all. They say I'm a Kosini. What? That is what I heard. I'm a Kosini. That is why they were telling me that is what we pray. I'm a Kosini. They were already giving me rules in that place. They were already giving me rules. Telling me. You see this message I'm telling you now, eh? It's a warning to someone. The ones who say, I have a spirit of a mermaid. I have a spirit of different things, different spirits. I don't know. It doesn't exist. And you allow those things to put you in that place. You start doing prostitute, you start doing different things. And you say, my spirit is the one which is leading me. My spirit is the one which is working for me to have money. God is the giver of everything, my friend. Once you start knowing that, God is the giver of everything. That thing which you call sniff and what, it doesn't exist in His presence. It doesn't exist. This is the whole truth. I'm just a messenger. I have to send it. I have to speak it out. It's been months. He gave me this. It's been months. So I have to speak it out. You're walking in a rebellious way. That's why He gave you a verse, Matthew 7, verse 13 and 14. Go and read it and understand. These two parts. These are roads. God is calling you to walk the path of light and remove that system of the devil. Remove yourself from that. I don't go against anybody's belief in what. But you see this one, I have to obey. God is calling you to walk in light. God is calling you to walk in light. You have to release the truth. Either you hate me, either you like me, I don't care. But I'm here to release what I need to release. I'm here to release what I need to release. God is saying, turn away from those paths and walk in His path. Path of light, the in path, the narrow road. I know it's a hard one. What you are feeling in that place which you are, you don't sleep, you don't have peace. You don't have peace. You don't have peace in that place. It's calling you to a place of peace. Change your ways. He gave you a nice example. You know, I loved it when I saw that video. About this lady who was a sangoma before, and then God called her. And was like, that is not your path. That is not your way. You are His. You belong to God. You belong to Him. Stop selling yourselves. Shortcut. Stop selling your souls, because it starts from here. From here, that is where when you decide which place you want to go. Because your souls already signed before they were brought here. So you have to walk in your mission, which God created you to walk in. God created you with a purpose, in the life with a meaning. He didn't create you to look miserable. He didn't create you to worship other gods. So their time passed. The ones who had these gifts in your family, their time passed. They finished their mission. That's why God had to take them. When your mission is done, God will take you. Because you are done. He had to give you these gifts so that you can bring light, so that you can change the world. That's when I say that it doesn't need your permission. You didn't inherit this from anyone. It was God who gave it to you, who created them in you. And these people who go and buy, they say, I want a spiritual gift, I want this. You don't buy these things, my sister, my brother, you don't buy these things. These are natural gifts from God, the one which He created you with. Everyone, you have a spiritual gift. But it's in you. You are the one who decide. You are the one who decide. The way you treat others is the way they treat you. That is the golden rule. That's why he's saying that their time passed. Now it's your time to shine. It's your turn to shine. So use your gifts which God gave you. Use them in a godly way, not in those worldly ways. Your gifts, they're recognized. I'm speaking with someone now. I don't know who it is, but your gifts, they're recognized in heaven, not here. Not here. Not here. You are a healer, but you are just a natural healer. You don't use herbs. You don't use muti. It doesn't work in God's presence. That one doesn't even exist. God doesn't even want to see it in his door. No. Doesn't even need that. You are a natural healer. Connect nature if you really want to understand God. Creator of church. That is it. The one who healed the ones who were sick. God had to use us to heal that lady who had the issue of bleeding for 12 years. Because Jesus was a natural healer. He was able to chase away demons because he was a natural healer. They obeyed him because they knew who he was. You see? So please listen, please pay attention. I'm speaking with someone. God doesn't need your permission. I'm repeating this again. He was telling me now it's time for me to release this word. Because when he gives me something, I don't need to hold it into myself, like inside. I don't need to hold it. A person who has the truth and holds it inside, that person is capable of killing the society. But the one who puts it into action, he saves a lot of souls to go down. Because I want you all to ascend. Let's ascend. You know how fun it will be to sit with him, dine with him, drink in the same cup, eat with him. Spiritual children, spiritual people who are called. Please pay attention to what he's saying. There's nothing like that. Ancestors, what is that? In Shona they call it wazimu. What is that? Doesn't exist. I'm just telling you. They said the one who bites your ear loves you. The one who bites your ear and tells you words of advice, that person loves you. This means that person wants to grow and ascend with you. But it's in you. Me, I'm playing my part. It is left in you. Because he saved me from all those ways. He saved me. He gave you the gift of prophecy, of seeing things before they even happen. He gave you a gift of healing. He gave you a gift of interpreting dreams. He gave you a gift to see through people. He's saying now it's time for you to use those gifts in his way. Not in this ancestral calling way, whatever they call it in the world. It's not even in his diary. He didn't even... Okay, let me finish my message because it's very long. It's very long. It's very, very long. So he's saying, it's time for you to use these gifts. He gave them to you before he even formed you in your mother's womb. Before he even formed you in your mother's womb, he knew you. He knew who you are, who you were. What is your mission down here? He knew all of that. He knew all of that. Because what is making God angry is that he gave you these gifts and you decided to walk in your own path. In that path again, on top of it, you are not doing well. You are using witchcraft to give people this motives to go and fight back and what and you are my dear, digging your own grave. That is what you are doing. That's why he's saying, turn away now, there's still time. Turn away now and walk in his right way and see if things are not starting aligning. You start enjoying your life more than anything. More than anything. More than anything. Those ones who mixes God and ancestors at the same time. These ones, they are the ones who are already in fire. I'm just saying my part. He's saying it doesn't need your permission. He's saying it doesn't need your permission. It doesn't need your permission at all. Because ancestors and God doesn't meet. Those are idols. Idols. When we speak about idols, he got angry with the Israelites when they were doing the same thing which you are doing now. I'm speaking with someone. I know you can hear me. I'm speaking with someone. I'm speaking with someone. You're getting those attacks because God wants you to awaken. He wants you to wake up. But because you still want to sleep, that's why he's knocking on your head. Wake up. See. Wake up and see. He wants you to align with his will. Why he created you. Who you are in him. You're not of the world. You are not of the world. Your gifts are not recognized here on earth. They are recognized in heaven, my dear sister. My brother. Please. Do well. Do well. Walk in light. Walk in light. You are a light worker. Walk in light. Align with his purpose. Align with his purpose. So he's saying, that's why you see, no matter how much they try to attack you, it doesn't work. Because he's protecting you from something. He wants you to realize. He's showing you the signs. He's protecting you, but you want to play a hard knock. A hard coconut to break. That is how you want to play in God's face. He's showing you the signs that he's protecting you. He's calling you to the right path. Because the ones who sees where you are supposed to be going, where you are supposed to be, they are attacking you to keep you in that same place because Satan is keeping on trapping you in that same position because he knows once you awaken to your true identity, it is finished for him. So the only way Satan saw that he can bring and trap God's children from achieving their mission on this earth is by trapping you, by bringing this ancestral thing, making you think that that is the only path which you were called to. There's nothing like that. Have you ever asked yourself who started with it? When you start digging this truth, that is when you know more. That is when it's ready to reveal more and to show you what I'm speaking about now. Some of you even get revelations. Sometimes you even get the revelations, but the thing is that you ignore. Ignorance is blinding you. Ignorance is blinding you. You see? Ignorance is blinding you. A lot of people have been speaking to you about it, but ignorance is blinding you. He tried to send people your way to tell you about this, but you've been ignoring. I don't know who am I speaking with. My dear people, I don't know who am I speaking with. So, it is meant for you to fulfill this mission. You have to fulfill this mission. You have to fulfill this mission. And no one can do it like you in your family. There's no one who can do it like you. That's why he wants you to wake up so that you can see, so that you can break those generational curses. You're the generation curse breaker. But you need to awaken from that. Stand up. Allow the light which is in you to shine brighter. Don't dim it. There's only one path. Path of light. Impact. You choose. I gave you two roads. The one to the narrow, the other one to the destruction. And the worst part about this, who are in this ancestral thing, I don't know how to call it. You drink, you say, my spirit guys need me to smoke. My spirit guys needs ganja, what. My spirit guys needs alcohol. God is saying, it is leading to the what? The gate of destruction. Wide is the gate. That's why he's calling you to your true identity, to know who you are. To know who you are. Walk in light. Walk in light. Walk in the light. Walk in the light. I'm not here to ruin anybody's mood. If you know that this is not meant for you, just pass this video. Don't watch it. But if you know that this video is calling you to listen to it, listen and learn and turn your ways. Listen and learn and turn your ways. And walk in light. Walk in the light. Because those things doesn't operate in God's way. It only brings, this message, I got it at the back when you were speaking to me about this drowness. It only leads to distraction. When you drink, what happens? You sleep, you wake up with a headache, start getting sick. It brings pain. Who operates with a drunkard person? Are you going to communicate and hear each other? God is saying, no. I didn't call you to waste your life in that manner. I didn't call you to waste your life in that way. I didn't call you to sell yourself shortcut. Stand still. Stand still. Because this is the moment God is revealing all the truth. But it takes for you to understand it. Walk in truth. That's why He's called the truth, the way, the life. That's Him. The life of the Bible, people thought maybe it was just a word and it's just a book. This is not just a book, my dear. It holds everything about you. If you want to know about who you are, your real identity, you find it here. Who you are, exactly. And this year, God is turning things around. He's turning things around. He's giving people prophecies. He's giving people what is going to happen. He's showing you revelations. But you don't want to listen. You want to keep on hanging yourself in that tree, saying, no, I'm not going anywhere. They made you believe that without this ancestors thing, you can't do anything in your life. Eh? They lie to you. That's why God is saying, remove yourself from the false matrix and walk in the light. Understand his purpose, understand his reason why he called you. He's the one who called you. Some of you have been hearing voices calling your name and you even answer. Huh? Who is that? Listen. The one who created you is calling you, Sissy, to enter in your mission, in your path. It's time to step ahead. It's time to wake up. He's saying no more. He's saying no more. He can't keep on watching you wasting your life, believing in those things. Those are worldly things. That is what I can tell you. Those are worldly things. When I speak about worldly things, those are worldly things. You can't mix God and ancestors. And God and your ancestors, they don't even meet. It's God who created you. So your roots start from the Most High. That's why it's called the higher power. That's why it is called the gene of the divine. That's why he's giving you this chance to turn away from those worldly ways and walk in his path, which is calling you. Some of you, God called you long time ago. But the thing is that you have been ignoring. You're like, I can't do this. God didn't create you here to waste your life, man. He didn't create you to waste your life, to tie yourself on that tree. You ignored his calling. They ignored his calling. Most of you ignored. You're ignoring. Most of you are saying that if I do this, what people will say. This is not about people. It's not about what people say, because they don't identify you. And the other thing which you should know, your past doesn't identify you, who you are. It's only God who gave you true identity. It's only God who knows why he called you. It's only God who understands why he created you. It's only God who understands, who knows your mission, what you are going to bring, the change which you are going to bring in your family. Everything that you have is the giver of it. It's giving you time. Change. Turn away from it while there's still time. Because it's not playing. This is the last chance which he's giving. Listen. Listen. Spiritual people, no more drinking. No more smoking. Turn away from those habits. Not anymore, because he is cutting off people from that. He wants to remove you from the spiritual blindness. He wants to remove that veil. But the thing is that you don't want to listen. Hey, my spirit guides say I should drink. Hey, I'm following my spirit guides. Hey, I'm following this. You know what God revealed to me? Hey, I don't want to lie. I'll find a nice day when he permits me to reveal this, what I went through in this journey. What I faced in this journey when he was revealing to me about this ancestral thing. When he was revealing to me about it, what I went through. It's a pattern which you were made to believe in. That is not where your true calling is. Because they don't want you to see the glory of the Lord. That's why they are keeping you trapped in that pattern. Truth must be said. Stand in truth. Your inner souls know. Your inner soul know what it signed for. The inner you knows what it signed for. Just speaking. I'm not just speaking, but I'm telling you the truth. Stop being trapped with the devil. Stop being trapped with the devil. I'm telling you. Pay attention. Listen. Pay attention. He doesn't need your permission for him to do this. He's not going to ask your permission. But you yourself, you feel it. You feel it. Because you are his and you belong to him and only him. Some of you, I was speaking about this. You hear the voices, you hear a voice calling you. You even answer. Sometimes you even check. Like, it is him who is calling you. It is God, the one who created you. Sometimes you can even hear a phone ringing. Answer his call. Answer his call in his true way. That is what I can give you. Some of you can see, and you can see, I don't want to lie, you see deep through them, within them. That is when it is said, men are called, few are chosen. I know some of you might not even be understanding this language I'm speaking. Men are called, few are chosen. So, make sure you find yourself in those chosen ones. Operate in light. Stop binding yourself, putting these beads. It doesn't exist in his presence. Did he create you with beads? Did he create you with this long, what is it? Those, the chains which you put on your neck. Too much things on your legs. Did he create you with that? Have you ever seen Jesus wearing those things? The only thing which Jesus had, he only had these three things. And the fourth one was the word which he was carrying inside. He had his staff. He had his rod. His staff, and he had his rod. And he had this spiritual belt. You know those ones you make with wool? I don't know what do they call it in Badani, what in Badani. I don't know how do you call it, you guys. That is the belt of truth. That is what we call the belt of truth. It's a belt of truth. So he's saying, stop that. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. He wants to use you for better things. He wants to use you to change the world. Because your mission is to win souls and bring souls to him. Your mission is to bring souls to God. Some of you, and I think I need to deliver this message because it's coming now. Some of you are going to these witch doctors looking for muti, for love potion,